In Michael Parenti's book Inventing Reality, where he analyzes Western mainstream media, he says, "Like any liar, the press is filled with contradictions. Seldom holding itself accountable for what it says, it can blithely produce information and opinions that conflict with previously held ones without a word of explanation." And this immediately made me think of Philip DeFranco, who in recent years has focused his content on geopolitical news and analysis and has become one of the biggest, if not the biggest, geopolitical news accounts on TikTok. And there have been cases where Phil pushes a narrative that's completely incorrect and his videos get millions of views, but then he never issues a retraction for his audience once his analysis is proven to be inaccurate. The biggest example is probably his analysis of the Nord Stream pipeline bombing, where Phil suggested in multiple videos that it was likely Russia who sabotaged their own pipeline, even though the only people with strategic interest in sabotaging the pipeline are the US and Ukraine.
While it hasn't been confirmed who's behind it, there is a belief that it was Russia.
Well, it wasn't Russia, Phil. The report from Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Seymour Hersh says that the attack was orchestrated by the US, and the Washington Post reported that it was carried out by Ukraine and US intelligence had knowledge of it. Either way, Phil hasn't acknowledged these new reports implicating the US and Ukraine, and his video suggesting that Nord Stream was sabotaged by Russia is still up. It still has millions of views. And this has been allowed to stay up on TikTok's platform despite their policy against misinformation, which has been weaponized to silence people like me who are trying to counter some of these hegemonic mainstream media narratives. 320,000 accounts were banned in total when TikTok US was handed over to a Texas-based company called Oracle, who proceeded to hire a bunch of former NATO operatives and national security agents to manage TikTok's content. When neoliberals run all the news and communication platforms, there's nobody to hold the neoliberals spreading fake news accountable.